trouble if I'm spotted here.
You looking for trouble? There!
Προσέχετε εντός του οίκου.
Κατανοώ ότι θέλει να συναντήσει εμένα. Όμως γάμο η επιχείρηση. Κατά μονοπόλιο
Are you Cassandra of House Ayad?
I am.
I am Xanthi, Magistrate of Pitana. I have a noble task befitting someone of your high station. My son is to start his military training at the Agoyi. My husband is away at war, and I have official business to attend to. Can you escort him for me?
I can escort your son to the camp, Master.
Good. He'll learn how to be a man like his father and brother, or he'll die trying.
It will be my honor to take him to begin his education as a Spartan.
You are an agent of Zeus.
I don't pretend to know the thoughts of the gods, but I'm happy to guide your son.
My youngest is a dreamer. His head is filled with boyhood stories. He must learn how to serve his nation first, and then his family.
It's not an easy path.
He will find glory as a true Spartan soldier, or die bravely in the attempt. There is no greater way to honor Sparta. You'll find the Agogi camp southwest of here, near the foothills of the mountains. Makarios, come here.
Hello, I'm Cassandra.
I am honored to meet you, Eagle Bearer. I can't wait to learn to fight like my brother Theoros, and to hear all your stories of deadly monsters and glorious adventures. This way, Cassandra. The Agogi is up in the mountains, so we get in closer to Olympus. What's it like being a mercenary?
I do what I must to get by.
My brother said the same thing about being a man in Sparta. We learn to fight, to die for our family and our country. I can't wait.
You love your home, eh?
I do. We are strong and we are free. And any man would happily give his life for his city, his fellow soldiers, and his children.
So how many children do you have?
Oh, no, none. But when I'm older, I'm going to marry Athena, and we'll have the strongest sons.
Well then.
Do you know why a Spartan soldier can lose his helmet or spear without worry? But if he loses his shield, he's punished beyond all measure.
Tell me.
It is because a soldier needs his helmet and spear to defend only himself. But his shield is dearly important for the safety of his brothers and the whole battle line.
What of your brother?
Theodos? He's the best. He's amazing to watch in the games. He's fast and strong, and he can throw the javelin and discus farther than anyone.
Oh, yes?
I'm faster than anyone my age, but Theodos is like Heracles himself.
He sounds like a god made flesh.
He's my hero. He even sings like Orpheus. Do you want to hear me sing? Though Mother says I sing like a harpy.
No, that's okay. I'll be glad to meet him.
La ira, la 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 la, or.
Kere, I bring you a new charge, trainer.
Makarios, son of Serios.
Yes, sir. I can't wait to see my brother.
Quiet, boy. No questions. You'll focus on your own lessons and duties, and speak when spoken to.
Yes, sir.
You'll taste dirt and blood here. I'll force you to eat 1,000 bitter lessons to harden you into the bronze shield your city needs.
Yes, sir.
Now, Mistios, you look like you've been in a few scrapes.
A scrape or two? 100? I like to think I've given as good as I've gotten.
Ha! Spoken like a true warrior. What say we give these summer youths a spectacle? Show them a clash of titans!
Let's give these kids a show they'll sing of for years.
Wow, what a battle! You fought like Atalanta!
You do fight with the strength of the gods. Now that we know you can fight, I have a serious matter to discuss.
Oh?
2 of my older students have gone missing. And I need someone I can trust to find them.
They should know enough to take care of themselves.
Yes. But the world is full of unexpected dangers, and I cannot leave my charges to investigate properly.
I can look for them. Tell me what I need to know. What were their last orders?
I had sent them to a lookout camp, where they were to survive on their own for a few days. It is up to them to treat it seriously. But when I went to check on them, there was no sign.
What dangers did you expect them to face?
The students learned to watch for wolves and bears, but I saw no spoor.
Perhaps a different sort of beast.
The 2 students who are missing are called Akamas and Theoros.
Theodos? Makarios' brother?
The same. I fear I have failed the magistrate.
I'll look at the campsite and see what I can find. A burned patch. Someone dropped a torch in surprise. A lost shield. That is a bad omen. Signs of battle. A body. He doesn't look much like Makarios or something. Must be the other boy. Trail. Someone ran towards the mountain heights. Could be Theoros. Found him. Best stay out of sight.
Gods, be good. Please untie me. I knew someone could save me. My gratitude, warrior. I was certain I would not see another day.
What's your name?
Theoros.
Your brother worships you, and will be overjoyed to see you.
Makarios. Has the time come for him to join the Agogi already?
Yes, he already studies with trainer Patroclus.
Curse all of Olympus. He isn't ready for this.
Will you be a Spartan and retrieve your shield and your place in the line? Or will you run off and offend the gods, leaving your duty behind?
If the gods are offended by my choices, they should never have put me in this skin. I never wanted to be a warrior.
We do what we must in this world, not what we want.
I must leave Sparta then, or else die by slow suicide. Thank you for my life, but tell my mother I won't return. come any closer!
There's a body, and they're not moving.
Something's out there.
Here's where you die!
Let's go. Onward! Gods can keep Olibos. This is the best view in all the Greek world.
Watch will be vigilant here. What do you have to share with me, Misthios?
Magistrate Xanthi, I have black news for you. Your older son is lost.
Dead?
In the face of danger, Theoros abandoned his shield and fled his duty.
This is hard news. A blow upon my heart. I do not thank you for your words, but they needed to be heard.
Makarios has started his training at the Agogi. And who knows? Maybe one day, Theoros...
I have but one son now, Misthios. To other matters. There are several in the region who could benefit from your presence, Eagle Bearer. Help them, inspire them, and I'll reward you.
Give me their names.
The farm owner, Laniki, as well as several of the town's important women, Zita, Zamia, and Zepxo.
Who is this farm owner?
Laniki runs the farm for her family. Recently, it has been underperforming. She blames the gods and believes the land is cursed. But I wonder if she's too quick to punish her ilotes.
What does Zita need?
Her daughter, Zoferas, is as wild and headstrong as an untamed filly. Zita constantly prays for guidance, but I suspect Zoferas needs a more grounded hand to direct her.
What should I know about Damia?
She has two precocious children who rule the roost in the Agora. They reduce their tutors to tears and stir up the other age mates. She is hoping you can instill some respect in them.
What can you tell me about Zevxo?
Her husband is off training for war, and she specifically requested an audience with you for help with something quite personal.
I'll find them and see what they want of me.
May the Dioscuri watch over your path. This'll be my easiest bounty yet!
Oh, Ira and Aphrodite, please grant my daughter the virtue of obedience. Eagle Bearer, you bless this temple with your presence. If I may ask, I'm having a little problem.
I'm not the problem. I'm a Spartan. You keep at home supervising farmers while I could be out in the world finding adventure. You give my brothers the chance to explore. Why not me?
An explorer, are you?
So you're the eagle bearer everyone's been talking about. I hope you live up to your reputation. I'm Zoferas.
Could you please educate my daughter to behave as a Spartan woman should?
If both you and Zoferas agree, I'll train your daughter to be a fine Spartan. Beginning with her physical strength, of course. It's the only way she can keep your household safe and prosperous.
The eagle bearer is right, Mater. Spartan women must be strong.
You can call me Cassandra.
I suppose if the Eagle Bearer says it. All right. Train my daughter as you see fit.
Let's begin your training with running. Try to keep up.
But Spartans never run. Only cowards do. Why should I train in running?
Strong legs mean you'll thrust your spear with more force.
And yours do seem very strong.
Let's race through the theater to the entrance of the Dromos. Last one there's a wounded goat.
Τι τούτο είναι? Ποιος παίξε? Η μία που τους κατανέψει τώρα.
Glad you could make it.
I'll get you next time.
Now we'll race horses. But not like they do in athletic games. We'll make our own course.
Horses? Why should I bother with those filthy beasts? We have elotes for that.
Horses are beasts of muscle and power. You'll never understand until you hold one between your thighs.
Well, when you put it that way, ride on.
Let's race to the bridge south of Sparta. Ready? Go! And that's how you master a beast.
That was more speed than mastery.
How are my lessons so far, Zoferas?
Not bad. But why did you decide to teach me anyway? Don't you have more exciting things to do? Treasures to find, tyrants to depose.
If no one taught, people would live alone in their ignorance. By sharing knowledge, we grow closer together.
I might like to get closer.
Do you have a suggestion for our next bit of training?
There's a place I found in the southern hills with a wonderful view. Will you go there with me?
I like the view already, but let's go.
So, does that bird follow you everywhere?
Ikaros? Yes, he likes to keep an eye on me. Are you jealous?
If you don't mind being watched, I don't either. Did Zeus give you any special powers? You know, Achilles got invulnerability, Heracles the strength of a god.
If you know the old stories, you know what Zeus is especially good at.
If you have that kind of talent, just call me Pandora. beautiful, isn't it?
Absolutely.
I think I'm beginning to understand you, Cassandra.
Are you? Tell me, who do you think I am?
You answer my questions with such passion and authority. You like being in charge, don't you?
You might be right. But really, why did you bring me out here?
I thought we could continue with some more intensive training, Cassandra. If you've got some energy left.
Well then, let's begin our advanced lessons.
Thanks, Cassandra. You inspired me to train harder.
Ella. Magistrate Xanthi told me that you've been having trouble with your farm.
Crop failure. It's as if Ares herself salted the earth.
How are the crops failing?
Blight. Few plants grow, and the ones that do are wilted and covered in spots. The gods would never let this happen if they were happy. It's my godless Ilotes, I tell you. You're a messenger of Zeus. You show them the light.
I'll find out what's happening.
Oh, thank Zeus. My Ilotes, Tefta and Maron. They work the fields, but they do not respect the gods. Teach them.
I haven't seen other farms in the area with blighted crops. What could be causing the difference?
The grain grew in short and dry. Then the animals started to grow ill. Obvious signs of displeasing Persephone or her mother. Maron claims the animals have been poisoned, but I have no enemies to speak of.
What makes you blame your Ilotes for the blight? Have they tampered with the plants and animals?
They do not worship as you and I do. I thank Demeter for all she gives us at the end of each day, but they just reap the bounty of her hard work.
So, it's divine intervention.
What else dictates our fates? Ugh, Tefta won't stop babbling about the soil. Thinks I overwork my farm. Idiot woman. As if this farm hasn't been in my family for generations.
I'll go talk with your Ilotes and see what they know.
Oh.
Mistios.
Here, your master claims this blight is the will of the gods. What do you think?
Sometimes crops fail. Could be dry soil, could be insects. It's a shame about the donkey. He was more crucial to the farm's success than the master. Or you, for that matter.
How can I make clearing the ground easier?
The hoe I'm using is falling apart. I have to fix the blade every few swings. Something more sturdy would make it go faster.
It's not like you're shackled to this patch of land. What's preventing you from getting a new hoe?
Have you ever been beaten so hard you lose hearing in one of your ears? That's what happened last time I went to market without permission.
Oh, of course. I'll look for one. Here you go. This should make digging easier.
You're all right for a stranger. Look, the water's tasted like a rusty blade for the past few weeks. Last time I had water like that was when I was downriver from a blacksmith.
Thank you. Mauled to death. May your journey across the Styx be a more peaceful end than this. Debris might be getting stuck in this net. Maybe the dead man was a fisherman. These don't look like the knife wounds of a man. I'll bet it's the metal from the armor giving the water a bad taste. Ah, that smell is going to linger on me. At least the river runs clear now. I heard that the crops haven't been producing this season.
Laniki expects more crops every year. The soil needs to rest.
So there could be nothing else causing crop shortage?
I didn't say that.
You know more than you're saying.
My stomach aches and it's hard to concentrate. It's a shame that there's no mint around to chew.
Where would I get mint?
The master keeps dried herbs up at the house.
You can't get mint for yourself because...
The master keeps all the medicine. I can pick and dry the herbs, but I'm not allowed any for myself.
I'll go find some mint for you. Here you go. The herbs you needed.
Fresh is better for my stomach, but since the blight, dried is all we have left. The back patch of land is riddled with blight like I've only seen once before. My old master lost his whole farm to it. I'll never forget this smell.
The back of the farm. I'll take a look. It's a wonder anything grows in this field with all this mess crushing the plants. The tanners in Kefalonia use something that smells awful to make leather. It can't be good for the soil. The earth is stained here. That can't be good for the soil. It seems Looks like fire is the only way to make sure of ending this blight. I have to tidy everything up around here. Now I'm beginning to understand Tefta's anger. The diseased crops have been burned, and the river is cleared. That should be the last of the blight.
Oh, you truly are God-sent. What was the cause of the rot?
You were so busy looking to the sky that you ignored what was in front of you. The gods are not responsible for cleaning the fields or the river. That's on you.
What? You dare? Xanthi said you are an agent of Zeus, but you are a false champion as godless as my Ilotes. Get out from here!
The poison in your fields is nothing compared to the poison in your heart.
You wouldn't happen to be the eagle bearer, would you?
Me? Yes, I am.
Where do you know justice? Your hair must have been woven by Athena. Your body is like a sculpture made by the masters. And your arms look so strong. Strong enough to...
Strong enough to...
Strong enough to carry this basket to my husband Kalibos.
Oh, right. The magistrate mentioned you. It'll be easy to carry.
Thank you so much. Let me know if you need anything.
Where might I find Kalibos?
He's an important general. His unit is stationed in the northeast near the fort of Presai.
down by the beach.
What's in the basket?
What any man would need on the eve of battle to win the respect of the gods. Please, Eagle Bearer. It would give him an edge over his enemies.
I'll help with your delivery. Oh, this is heavy. What's in here? Bricks? Another day.
Misthios? Well met. What brings you to our camp?
You are Kalibos? Your wife sent me to deliver this package. I think it might be some kind of offering.
Zevxo is a good woman. She's gifted me with a basket fit for Dionysos.
Earthly pleasures? She made it sound like it was a case of life and death.
A deathly hangover, maybe. Boys, we're having a good night. Care to join us, friend?
Are you sure you want your soldiers this intoxicated while in the field?
Oh, I must have misjudged you. Are you not also a Spartan? The only thing we're better at than fighting is drinking.
I see your point. I never say no to good wine and good company.
I expected no less from you.
Could someone pass the water skin?
Oh, could someone pass my head? I think I left it farther down the beach.
Surely this is the after effects of the mushrooms. I remember the chicken coop. I remember the farmer's field. I do not remember building a Trojan horse.
It was just here when I woke up.
We offer it to the gods for safe passage across the seas. Boys, let's move this down to the beach.
I can't believe it.
I once boasted to a friend that I was a better tactician than Odysseus himself. Today I was proven wrong.
You live to fight another day. Learn from this.
Please, thank my wife for her festive gift.
I don't know if I should thank her or curse her. They won't ask.
I'll smash you!
What do you need?
Let me know if you need anything else.
You are the Eagle Bearer. Wonderful. Magistrate Xanthi has spoken highly of you.
Very kind of her.
So here's the thing. My children have promising futures, but they refuse to learn and study. They think they know better, but they can't recite a poem to save their lives.
Where do I fit into this?
They've heard of the Eagle Bearer and worship the ground you walk on. If you related an epic story to them, I bet they retain it and impress their tutors.
It's an odd request, but I've been asked to do stranger things. I'll do it.
My children are waiting inside the Temple of Dionysus Kolonatas for today's epic story. The subject is Perseus, which they should know well, but seem to forget all when questioned.
Perseus? I know his story well, as if we were cousins, both raised at the base of Mount Olympus. Do not fear. I will hold your children fast with my tail. Hello, I'm...
The Eagle Bearer. We've heard all about you.
Are you going to tell us a story today? Do we have to listen? We've heard it 100 times.
Yes, that's me. And yes, I'm telling you a story. Gather round and listen, children, while I spin you the yarn of Perseus. The great god of the sea, Poseidon, visited a mortal woman, Sarah, a fisherman's daughter. The god of the sea frolicked with her in the shape of a dolphin, and she knew his love.
Ugh! this a kissing story?
Relax, I'm just setting it up. Soon, Sarah gave birth to a child. The half-blood hero, Perseus.
I thought Perseus' mother's name was Danae, like my sister.
Yeah, and his father was Zeus.
Well, that's true in some versions. Anyway, at some point, baby Perseus fell off a boat and almost drowned. A kindly old couple, Amphitryon and Alcmene, found Perseus in the sea and brought him to their farm in Smalpolis, taking him as their son.
What about his mom, my namesake?
Shh, listen. Hera was angry, though, and sent snakes to kill the baby. But Perseus was too strong, and he strangled the snakes in his crib, revealing his godly nature.
That doesn't sound right.
There are different ways to tell the story, you know.
And this story is for the crows?
The cruel king of Seriphos, Dictys' brother, Polydectes, decided he wanted to marry Danae, for she was still beautiful and noble. But Perseus knows his mother does not want this. Dictys couldn't stop his brother, so it was up to Perseus to interfere and be annoying.
Christos, that's your job.
I would keep the stinky king from marrying you.
The cruel, stinky king became angry. To get rid of Perseus, Polydectes sent him on an impossible quest. Prove yourself a warrior and fetch me a worthy wedding gift, the king said, by killing a great monster.
I knew it!
Shh, I knew it too.
Polydectes told Perseus to bring back the head of Medusa, the Gorgon whose gaze could turn anyone who looked into her eyes to stone.
Ah!
Polydectes knew that Medusa would be Perseus' death.
That stinker!
But the evil king did not know Perseus was favored by the gods. Hermes gifted Perseus with winged sandals and a silver sickle, and Athena gave him a bronze shield, polished, mirror bright. Perseus flew to Medusa's lair and used the shield to watch her reflection. He cut off her head with the sickle of Hermes. As she died, the winged foal Pegasus sprang from her neck.
Yes!
Flying home, Perseus found the maiden Andromeda chained on the Ethiopian cliffs, waiting to be sacrificed to the baleful sea monster Ketos. Perseus used Medusa's head to turn Ketos to stone, rescued Andromeda, and married her.
Take that, Ketos!
Perseus returned home to find King Polydectes relentlessly pursuing Danae. They quarreled, and Perseus showed the king his wedding gift. When he saw Medusa's head, Polydectes turned to stone.
Yes!
That was not all. Hades appears, with a pack of giant scorpions called Scorpiox, and kills Andromeda and tries to kill Perseus.
Huh?
But Perseus throws his sword of Zeus at Hades, forcing him back into the underworld.
Wait. It's supposed to be Hermes' sickle. And Andromeda doesn't die.
You're telling it wrong!
In the end, Perseus wins. Zeus offers to make him a god, but Perseus refuses, so instead Zeus brings Andromeda back to life because she was only mostly dead.
Wow, that was so wrong and so boring.
You are a sticky storyteller, and that story was poop!
I am sorry for your audience, Evil Bearer. Though from what I heard, it did sound like you deviated somewhat from the traditional tale.
Apologies.
Do you have some more stories for us, Eagle Bearer? Maybe about a chariot team called the Champion Ducks? Or a giant wooden rabbit used to sack Troy? I don't believe any other
Thank you for aiding all of us in Pitana. Stories of you will live amongst us for many years.
I help where I can. But thank you.
A reward for all your help.
Γυρίστο εν παρόδοτα των χρεών της γύρας.
Will not be outmaneuvered by the Athenians the way the Persians did to... The blood of the enemy will show our leaders that my strategy is the right one.
These seals should help convince them.
You've done well. Our troops are on the move.
They underestimate Spartans.
They consider me much lower than a Spartan. Time to strike again. Athenian command will be slow to retaliate. Ready to kill more of their fort commanders?
I'll kill the commanders and clear the way for your troops.
Only fools want war. And so far it seems both sides are made of fools.
Good news, General?
Athenian commanders have been dismissed for negligence because of my tactics.
Better unemployed than dead.
You're proving a solid ally. There's no time to lose. We need to control the enemy forts.
Let me ask you something first.
Waste of time.
You don't think much of Spartan leadership.
When I rise, they'll bow.
Here.
Why are you still here? Go kill the enemy command!
Consider it done.
process over.
Do you have my seals yet?
Of course I do. It was easy.
How could I have doubted your greatness? Nonetheless, I appreciate the work you've done. Would you be interested in another job?
I'm interested.
I'm impressed with your work.
Did you expect any less?
I had hoped, but hiring you was a gamble.
Most things in life are.
I am perhaps a bit more willing to gamble than my fellow generals would like.
If you take no risks, you win no wars.
Exactly. How is it a mercenary understands this when the greatest generals of Athens don't?
I'm not sure whether I should feel flattered or insulted.
The Spartans are trying to find our supply lines. We've caught several spies already. We cannot afford such a loss.
Not if you want to keep your troops alive, no.
I need you to kill more of their commanders. Leave their hoplites without leadership. They'll be scrambling.
Are you sure? Spartans are fierce warriors.
Warriors, yes. Thinkers, no. They react like wild animals. Put them in a situation that requires genuine thought, and they fall apart. Kill the commanders and bring me their seals. We'll see how the other generals react to that.
I'll get you your seals.
The sooner the better.
Actually, I already have them. I may have killed a few more Spartan commanders than you'd mentioned.
An overachiever. Maybe you are as good as they say. Would you be interested in more work?
I'm always interested in more work.
I was worried about employing a mercenary, but you've been a pleasant surprise.
Yes, that's what they all call me. A pleasant surprise.
I suspect if they call you anything offensive, they don't live long.
I couldn't say.
At least I have you working with me, instead of getting in my way.
Are the generals giving you trouble?
They refuse to acknowledge I know what I'm doing. But it doesn't matter. I'll get the job done, and eventually all of Athens will know it. Are you ready for more work?
I'll get you your seals.
Thank you.
Since you're being so polite, I already have them.
And the other generals dare to doubt me? There is no way Neon can take credit for this one.
He's taken credit before?
You could say that. However, I'm the one who hired you. I have more work for you, if you're ready.
Of course. What do you need?
At this rate, the Spartans will need to recruit from their farmers.
You're really not fond of Sparta.
Would you be, were you me? They challenge all that Athens stands for. They care nothing for art, or education, or philosophy. For them, warfare is the only goal.
Strange thing to hear from a general in the Athenian army.
I serve Athens with arms because I am skilled with fighting and strategy. But I protect those who serve our culture and legacy.
They're lucky to have you.
I've earned my place. Would you be interested in more work removing Spartan commanders?
I'll get you your seals. Actually, I already have more seals for you.
Ha! Well done. Ready for more then?
I might. What would you like me to do?
You've impressed me, Misthios.
For a Spartan?
Yes, as you say. It seems our fleet is under attack, and I need to redirect the troops to help. I will ask you to take on the Spartan command again.
The commanders will be taken care of. You seem to admire art and philosophy. But how can someone who truly values that go to war?
If you have any care for knowledge or the arts, you must be ready to defend these rights. I am here to take up arms so that they can continue to enrich our culture. As long as they are threatened, the battle must be fought.
You expect total obedience from your soldiers, I suppose. So why do you fight for democracy?
What is free will? It's essential that citizens play an active role in the function of their state.
But Athens recognizes only select citizens. Spartans recognize merit. In Sparta, a slave can rise.
Spartan rule would mean the demise of democracy.
I'll leave now. should be careful. High security here.
down. I'll take a look. Where did this come from? Has anyone seen them? Report! Nothing to report, sir. They haven't disappeared. We won't let them get away. We'll find her soon enough.
Need to check this out.